What if I told you there's a company you've probably never walked into, yet it quietly owns pieces of nearly every company you do business with? Your favorite tech brand? They own a chunk. That coffee in your hand? Yep, that too. Even the house you rent, they might own that as well. And the craziest part? You've likely never seen their ads because they don't need to advertise. This is the story of BlackRock, the most powerful company you've never heard of, and how it just might be quietly controlling the world. BlackRock started in 1988 as a modest risk management firm. But fast forward 3 decades, and it's no longer just playing in the game, it owns the board, the pieces, and probably the table too. Today, BlackRock manages over $10 trillion in assets. That's more than the GDP of most countries. Think about that. They own parts of Apple, Microsoft, Google, Coca-Cola, Pfizer, and even your go-to banks. If Monopoly had a villain expansion pack, guess who'd be on the cover? But how did they get so big? Simple. While we were busy chasing crypto trends and TikTok side hustles, BlackRock was building an empire, brick by invisible brick. And here's the wild part. They're not just investors. They're influencers. Not the Instagram kind, the kind that whisper in the ears of presidents, central banks, and even governments during economic crises. And in Act 2, you'll see exactly how they're using this influence and why it might be shaping your paycheck, your rent, and even your future. To understand BlackRock's control, you need to understand 2 words: passive investing. Through ETFs like iShares, BlackRock owns massive stakes in the top 500 companies in America. And guess what? They don't have to do anything. As long as you invest in the S&P 500, they keep getting richer. Wait, so they get paid for doing nothing? Exactly. It's like getting ripped at the gym by watching other people lift weights. If only. But there's more. BlackRock created a super AI system called Aladdin, which now monitors over $21 trillion in global assets. It's not science fiction. It's already here. Aladdin tracks risk, predicts market moves, and provides intel to banks and governments. During the 2008 crash, the US government called BlackRock to help manage toxic assets. And during the COVID crash, they called again. This isn't just money management, it's global influence, quiet, unchecked, and largely invisible. But in Act 3, you'll see how BlackRock is not just influencing the economy, but reshaping our very lives. And it gets personal. Let's talk real life. Rent too high? Chances are BlackRock or a similar institutional investor just outbid 10 families and bought up 50 homes in your city. Your generation is struggling to buy a home, not because you're lazy, but because Wall Street is buying your neighborhood. You ever feel like every financial move you make is 2 steps behind? That's not an accident, that's architecture. But here's the twist. Knowing this puts you ahead. You now know the game being played. So what do you do with that knowledge? You stop blindly trusting the system. You start learning how wealth really works. You invest not just with money, but with intent. Because while BlackRock may be buying the world, you still control your mind, your habits, and your ability to build your own financial future. BlackRock didn't get here by accident. They played the long game. So maybe it's time you did the same. You don't need trillions. You need clarity, strategy, and consistency. And most importantly, you need to stop playing checkers in a game of chess. If you want to learn how fintech is disrupting the financial chessboard, check out our next video. Is Chime the next fintech giant? Trust me, you don't want to miss how a mobile banking app is quietly making moves that even BlackRock is watching.